Good afternoon. I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Good afternoon. Oh, there you are. Welcome. We begin our afternoon in a good way by acknowledging with gratitude that we are here on the lands of the Lekwungen-speaking peoples, who we now know as the Esquimalt and Songhees nations. And we do this land acknowledgement as a small sign of reconciliation and a remembrance that these lands have been the homes of these peoples for many millennia, and they're still here with us. And we are glad to share the lands with them, with their permission. My name is Roberta Mason, and I am the Vice Provost, Student and Academic Services here at Royal Roads University, and I get the privilege of being your guide for today's ceremony. It is my privilege to extend a very warm welcome to you all to this 55th convocation of Royal Roads University, and we really invite you to make this afternoon's ceremony yours. Your graduate, your friend, your family member is only going to cross this stage for this particular credential once. And so enjoy it as best you want to, however you think will be memorable for you and for your family member or friend. We have a few housekeeping announcements. First, as part of our initiative to be more environmentally friendly, as you've probably seen and noticed, we don't have a print program, but we do have a QR code that you can scan and see the digital version, and that will be available on the website as well. In a few minutes, I'm going to ask you to stand up. Don't do it yet. Stand up as the graduates and the academic party come in. And I'm going to invite Brother Rick Peter, who's going to join me here on the stage. He will be playing a song that will bring the graduates in. If you can stand during that song, and then you'll be invited to sit after that. Meanwhile, and so here comes the thing you're expecting me to say, and that is to please turn off any device that makes a noise. A cell phone, a pager, whatever you have. Children are okay, but if you could turn off your cell phones, that would be great.
Is it like this?
Are we good? We're ready to go. Brother Rick. Please be seated. I'm going to pass the mic to Brother Rick in a moment, but I want to introduce him to you. He is Brother Rick Peter, and he is a member of the Cowichan Nation, just up the road here in the Duncan area. Just over there, he says. But he resides in the Chianu Nation, or we know it as Beecher Bay as well, very locally. He has a few words to share with us.
Thank you very much. Great Western invention. The white man's talking stick. OMG, right? See I'm the chillichut, see I'm the slantiness white cup. Heis concept, Jim, heis concept, news relationship, Jim. Brothers and sisters, welcoming each and every one of you to this beautiful home. It is such an honor and a pleasure, my brothers and sisters, to be here, to be a small part of your beautiful celebrating day. You know, my heart really gleams and glows and all of your beautiful smiling faces, and knowing all of your hard work that you've done through the years to make it to today. I cannot thank you enough for all of that myself, right? And seeing you, knowing that our future is going to be just as beautifully strong in the future as it is today. And knowing that in the future that maybe one or two of you or a few of you may be up here sharing your Snowayeth, your teachings with our future generations. Brothers and sisters, I thank you, family, friends, for being there every day and really making sure that our brothers and sisters, hey, you know what you gotta do, get up, get her done, just get out there, you know? And this is an honor and a pleasure to have you all here together today, to celebrate together. In our language, Natsa amat squall, one body, one mind, and one spirit. We're all together as one. Unified, brothers and sisters. And this is such an honor and a pleasure. My brothers and sisters on stage, you know, how can I thank you? How can I put in words the amount of hard work that each and every one of you have done and shared with all of our brothers and sisters here? Keep up that Snowayeth, that good teachings and feelings that you have inside here. Keep sharing those teachings with all of them, knowing just how strong our future is going to be with all of your Snowayeth, all of your teachings that you bring down and sharing with them. And being open-minded and respectful to all the different cultures, all the different cultures. I cannot thank you all enough, each and every one of you. Haichka. Kleko, Kelagasla, Marcy, Merci, Sheshe, Duje, Aligato, Merci beaucoup, Dangavel, Tutsins, Hawa, Gracias, Megwitz, Shalamat. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Brother Rick. Please rise, if you are comfortable to do so, and join us in the singing of our Canadian National Anthem, led by Aidan Holt of the Victoria Conservatory of Music. Oh. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm going to pause that. I just messed up. You can sit down. I'm going to get you to do that again. But first, and more importantly, maybe it's not more important, as importantly, we're going to hear a welcome from Butch Dick, who we know also as Huelapton, his Lekwungen name. And we're going to have, draw your attention to the screens here, a welcome from him on behalf of the Lekwungen speaking peoples, the lands we're on today.
Special CMCA Asayu Huelapton, Chiles and Lekwungen. ACM Nustielicha, ACM Nushwalqua, Haishqua Quansana, Techel Lekwungen Tanuk, Haishka CM Nequilia. Good morning, my friends and family. My English name is Butch Dick, and my First Nation name is Uhuelapton, and I come from the Songhees Nation. It's my great honor once again to be here at Royal Roads during Convocation. It's always a very exciting time, and I know that I can always feel the vibrations in the room and how excited and happy everyone is. Through my education life, I've been to many, many convocations and graduations. In particular, when I was a teacher, I watched young children leave early childhood education into kindergarten, from kindergarten to elementary, elementary to middle school, and middle school to high school. What we never outgrow is the fact that we acknowledge accomplishment always, no matter how old you are, how young you are. Accomplishment is so essential to our lives as people. And your accomplishment should be recognized. And we thank you for what you've done and what you've accomplished to this day. And also to thank the Royal Roads University and the faculty and admin and the staff at Royal Roads. We always lift up our hands to you. On behalf of myself, my wife, and my family, we congratulate each and every one of you. Congratulations.
Before the academic party came in, I was explaining to the audience that when we do a land acknowledgement, we do that as a small sign of reconciliation. Our inviting Brother Rick here to bring the academic party in is also part of our acknowledgement of the Indigenous peoples whose lands we're on, historically and today. And having him speak to us was lovely, but it was really important for me to correct and let Butch Dick speak first, so that you hear the welcome to these lands before we move to our O Canada. So I apologize for that disruption in the ceremony, and I also appreciate your patience in allowing me to explain why I corrected it in the way that I did. So now, I will ask you to stand, please, and invite you, as you are able and are comfortable, I invite you to join in the singing of O Canada, again led by Aidan Holt from the Victoria Conservatory of Music. Thank you, Aidan.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us commend. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land, glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Please be seated. Thank you, Aidan. And it's now my honor to introduce President and Vice Chancellor, Dr. Philip Steenkamp.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mason, and just a huge good afternoon and warm welcome to all of you to this wonderful Royal Roads campus situated on the lands of the Lekwungen-speaking peoples, known today as the Songhees and Esquimalt nations. Mr. Chancellor, honored guests, faculty, staff, proud families, and of course our graduates. To all of our graduates, my heartfelt congratulations. When you walk onto the stage in a few minutes, you'll be joining the amazing community of Royal Roads graduates and alumni all over the world. And I'm very proud to welcome you all. Graduates, as you're all fully aware, our programs are not easy ones. They require persistence and commitment. They demand your very best work, and I'm sure more than a few late nights, and a little bit of stress, I would imagine, from time to time. But you're here today because you rose to that challenge. Often you let that challenge fuel you. Many of you discovered capabilities you didn't know you had. Our vision here at Royal Roads University is inspiring people with the courage to transform the world. And it takes courage to come here in the first place. I know that. It takes courage to take on change making, to see something in your community or your country or your world that could be better, and to say, I'm going to make that my job. It takes courage to take on a challenge, and it takes even more courage to see it through. That's especially true when the challenge is a tough one, when you see more failures and false starts than successes and steps forward. And it's a very particular kind of courage, the kind that comes from knowing that the job before you is hard and that it's important, and that you are equal to it. That kind of courage builds resilience. And resilience is where courage meets capacity. So I do hope your time here has helped you gain the skills, knowledge, and strength to persevere. What's clear to all of us is you're going to need it. We all will need it. Our political and civic culture is increasingly marked by polarization, intolerance, the search for scapegoats, and an embrace of conspiracies and pseudoscience. You just need to look south of the border. Too many people unsettled and exhausted by the change and turmoil of the past few years, and here I think of the pandemic, the cost of living crisis, climate disasters, political upheaval, the rise of authoritarianism, and the terrible wars we are witnessing, are turning inward and accepting simple and simplistic answers and embracing the demagogues behind them. So I don't say any of this to depress you or to sensationalize. I say it because we all need to recognize what we're facing, because we all need to understand that change-making is a long game endeavor. So I urge you all not to turn inward, not to disengage, but rather to engage with the world. Instead of embracing the easy answers, take on the toughest issues. That, graduates, is courage and resilience in action. I'm asking you today to build that resilience in others, in the communities you live and work in the institutions or organizations that you serve, and of course, in each other. So graduates, change makers, on behalf of our entire Royal Roads University community, congratulations. And it is now my pleasure to invite Chancellor Nelson Chan to the podium. Chancellor.
Good afternoon, everyone. President Steenkamp, honored guests, Royal Roads University faculty and staff, friends and family, and especially the graduates. This is one of the happiest times of the year, celebrating the achievements of our brand new graduates. So much, in fact, that thanks, everyone. They can't do anything. I'm already up here, right? There's so much to celebrate. Your hard work, the knowledge and insights you've gained, and the bonds of friendship you've made. And there's one more thing we're celebrating, that you are ready to take on the work of change-making. At a time when disengaging and turning away from the complex challenges of the world, I trust that you will not do that. That in fact, that you are prepared, not only to accept, but to embrace and face those challenges head on. And that should give hope to all of us here today. President Steenkamp spoke about resilience and how we might build it. And I won't deny that that's a difficult proposition, but it's certainly not impossible. Not if you know what resilience means and how to build it. A common misunderstanding is to think of resilience as a character trait, a virtue, true grit. But that thinking fails to see resilience as something much bigger, something that is built intentionally. So graduates, I'm asking that you continue to intentionally build resilience. And I'll offer a few words to help you do this. The first is connection, human connection. Much of the chaos we see right now has been engineered through the steady compartmentalization of people, of thoughts, and of ideas, grouping and disconnecting us. We must find ways to connect, despite differences in opinions, thought, and ideas from all perspectives. Discussion, debate, even arguments can have vastly different outcomes when we put aside the need to win and instead focus on understanding, connecting on other points of view. Just ask my wife. It works. This leads into my second word, community. Community creates infrastructure, some of it physical, some of it social and cultural. The physical community can provide venues where we come together and make shared decisions. Our social and cultural infrastructure gives us common values and shared norms. And at its heart, community is a group of people vested in each other's well-being. Which brings me to my last word, compassion. Compassion for each other and compassion for ourselves. Many of the most chaotic forces out there today treat compassion as a character defect, a weakness. But if you buy into toughness as the only measure of success, then you're supporting this fragile notion and definition of resilience. Because sooner or later, it's you who's vulnerable. In a world facing existential threats, caring for each other, seeing how my well-being is directly connected to your well-being, recognizing is when we all succeed together. That's not a weakness, that's compassion. That's insight, and that's wisdom. And that is the foundation on which change-making is built. So graduates, I ask you to lead from the heart, to build resilience through connection, through community, and through compassion. Find common ground. Find the places we can move forward together. Help us rediscover the best in ourselves and in each other. The courage to change the world isn't easy, but graduates, please know that I, your friends, your families, your supporters, we all see courage in every single one of you. Please accept my very best wishes and a well-deserved congratulations.
Thank you, President Steenkamp and Chancellor Chan, for those words of inspiration. I'm delighted now to introduce to you your alumni orator, Julie Nolin. Julie is a reporter, anchor, and producer with Global BC based in Vancouver. With over 3 decades of experience, she doesn't look that old. She has worked at several television stations across Western Canada. She enjoys reporting on health, education, and technology, is passionate about providing a platform for diverse voices, and so many more things. As a lifelong learner, she is a graduate of our Master of Arts in Intercultural and International Communication, having graduated in 2010, and is currently pursuing a doctorate in Leadership and Organizational Psychology. Julie is also the recipient of many journalism awards. She is a member of the Radio Television Digital News Association and the Native American Journalists Association. She is proudly Métis Cree and has also worked for several years as a documentary director for the Sharing Circle on APTN. An avid traveler, she enjoys cooking for her husband and 2 sons. Please welcome Julie Nolin.
I need these now. I'm that old. All right, good afternoon, graduates, staff, family, and friends. Before anything else, I want to say congratulations for reaching this milestone. Let's take a moment to give yourself a huge pat on the back, and I mean that. Come on, let's do that right now. Yeah, congratulations. We are all so proud of you. Now, normally this speech is given by a member of the RU alumni who has achieved great success in their field. Now, since those people were tied up today, you have me. That's okay. The theme of my speech today is this: you never know how this important and worthwhile education will shape your future, giving you resiliency in new ways. My time at Royal Roads was incredibly rewarding. I started my studies in 2008 when I was single parenting and working full-time at Czech News. I haven't forgotten how adept I became at doing homework during any free moment. Like when I was anchoring the news, and there's that 2-minute window when a story was running and I was off camera and I was sneaking away to write or edit a paper. I actually was. And becoming more adept at late night homework. Thank goodness I'm a night owl. And as soon as my 2 young sons were in bed, I would furiously write my essays. Can you relate? Yeah, I became a master of time management. I pushed myself in ways I had never known. And I know you've all been through this. So thank you for all the sacrifices you've made. And when it came to do a thesis, I chose the hardest road on purpose. I could have done a video project, and that would have been so easy for me as a veteran television journalist. But I wanted to truly understand how interpersonal communication helps people deal with a job layoff. And real scientific research was the only way to do this. This was in 2009, and there were many people reeling from the layoffs in the previous couple of years. So doing a literature review, though, proved to be the biggest challenge. It was very difficult to find previous research on how people psychologically deal with a job layoff. However, there were many papers on how people deal with other life-altering events like getting a cancer diagnosis. My amazing and patient thesis advisor, Dr. Jennifer Willinga, confirmed that even cancer research would help me to better understand how coping mechanisms contribute to dealing with that kind of life event. So I finished my thesis in July 2010, and I graduated later that year. I joined the communication faculty at the British Columbia Institute of Technology, and my passion for research writing only grew as I helped students ask important questions in their own research. However, as life goes, there was an unexpected benefit of writing and researching my thesis. In July 2023, I got a phone call from my doctor with news that no one wants to hear. Those 2 lumps in my breast were malignant. I was at home with my then fiancé, Pete, as we just kept staring at each other, stunned by this news. After a couple of hours, I began to realize something from that research in my thesis. And that is, when you don't accept the changes that are happening around you, you will stay stuck. We've all been there. We've all been stuck. And I realized that if I did not accept this cancer diagnosis, I would be hurting myself in the long run. So I accepted this unwelcome news that same afternoon because decisions needed to be made. Treatment needed to begin immediately. I wanted to stay working for my wonderful employer, Global BC, but I would see how that goes. And after more than 4 years of being engaged, Pete and I finally got married. I got my hair, my long hair, all cut off the very next day. And I started 6 months of grueling chemotherapy 2 days later. I have often said that attending Royal Roads University was one of the very best decisions I ever made. All of the sacrifices that I made helped me to learn to weather any storm, and even gave me the scientific knowledge to understand what was psychologically coming next. I am so grateful every day for my time at RRU. My hope for you all is that you will see how those sacrifices are helping you right now, and will keep doing so in the years ahead, because you never know how this important and worthwhile education will shape your future, giving you strength and resiliency in new ways. Take this moment to reflect on how far you've come. Again, congratulations, graduates. You are going to do great things. I know it. And that is because you are now a member of this remarkable alumni community. One more time, congratulations to all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Julie, for those personal and inspiring words. It's good to be reminded that we never know what's coming, but also to be reminded that we have done things that will set us up to meet those challenges when they do. So now, graduates, Royal Roads University is so proud of all of you, and we're going to take a few minutes and watch your joy here on the screen. And now, after those words of inspiration and watching a bit of fun, the moments you've all been waiting for, I am honored to introduce Dr. Veronica Thompson, Vice President, Academic and Provost. She will make an award presentation, and then we'll have the presentation of the graduates. Dr. Thompson.
The Governor-General's Gold Medal was established in 1873 and is one of the most prestigious awards that can be received by a student in a Canadian educational institution for exceptional academic achievement. The Governor-General's Gold Medal is awarded to the graduating student who has presented the most outstanding thesis or graduate project this year. And the recipient of the Governor-General's Gold Medal is Angela Ray Selina Frawley from the Master of Arts in Learning and Technology. And now I will ask our graduates to please rise if you're able for presentation to the Chancellor. Chancellor, I present to you this graduating class of Royal Roads University, to whom you have conferred the degrees, certificates, and diplomas to which they are entitled.
Colleagues, we're almost there, I promise. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors and on the recommendation of the Academic Council of the University, I have admitted each of you to the credential for which you are entitled. I have invested you with all the due rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. May you always be mindful of the motto of our university, living our learning. Congratulations.
And I'll ask you to have a seat. Thank you. Chancellor and members of the Board of Governors, we will now present the graduates from their respective programs. We'd also like to acknowledge those graduates who are watching us from afar today. And I will now like to invite Dr. Nils Egger Gupta to present the graduates that we're celebrating this afternoon.
Thank you. Okay, here we go. I'm honored to present to you graduates from the Masters of Arts in Educational Leadership and Management. Catherine Helen Bensley. Okay, yeah. Jessica Ng. Jennifer Harder. Jennifer Harder. Eric Hawthorne. Victoria Murray Lopez. Rachel Simone Perry. Stuart Russell Pierpoint. James Rhodes. Ursula Ann Salato. Soledad Stevenson. Carly Stones. I'm honored to present to you graduates from the Master of Arts in Higher Education Administration and Leadership. Frank Gallo. Shan Yu Jiung. Angela Johnston. Kathy Knight. Mickey Kohler. Taya Laidman. Heather Magatu, winner of the Founders Award. Sharon Ray Taylor. Lisa Vogt, winner of the Peninsula Co-op Award. Courtney Brianne Walker. Wasan Goria Zero. I'm honored to present to you graduates from the Master of Arts in Learning and Technology. Rebecca Coyle. Julia Di Giovanni. Close. Michal Gerov. Good one. Allison Kendrick. Terry Christine Kent. Shazia Kokar. Megan Lee. Andrea Livingston. Edward Joseph Logan. Jessica Sirois. Michael White. Darren Michael Wilson, winner of the British Columbia Graduate Scholarship and the Founders Award. Tim Wong. Brandy Leah Yardley. I'm honored to present to you graduates from the Graduate Certificate in Instructional Design. Gurinder Kaur Chahal. Lucia Mackenzie. I'm honored to present to you graduates from the Masters of Arts in Global Leadership. Yay, Global Leadership. Mabel Iritiola Jiwe. Bamadi De Le Olowa Oke Ray. I'm honored to present to you graduates from the Master of Arts in Leadership. Jennifer Ruth Anderson. Jennifer Archer. Darren Ronald Bernard. Cheryl Booth. My student. Troy, Robert, Norman, Alan Brooks. Christina Cameron. Georgina Rose Clarkson. Lalaine Dawn Cuddy. Brittany Derricott. Wow. Emily Donnell. Lucinda Gibson. Janet Anne-Marie Hanyus. Natalie Geneva Harper. Melissa Henderson. Alicia Susanna Herbert. Sandra Yeager. Yay. Julianne Murray Kaufman. Joanne Elizabeth Keeley. Nicola Mancy. Tanis Maurice. Kim McNaught. Sandy Melody. Anne Frances Millard. Kyla Moten, winner of the Founders Award. Jody Ohama. April Rhea Qureshi. Kaylee Rose Sort, winner of the British Columbia Graduate Scholarship, the Sheila Verwey Humanitarian Award. Stephanie Spinney. Brianna Sutton. Zena Van Rossi. I'm honored to present to you graduates from the Graduate Diploma in Global Leadership. All right. Hawa Ibrahim Osawa. Let's hear it for all the students and all the parents and all the grads.
Well, that was wonderful. I wondered if everybody could join me in a huge round of applause for our amazing graduates. And graduates, I know you didn't do this alone. I know there were so many family and friends who helped you along the way, credible faculty and associate faculty and staff who guided you. So maybe you could join me in a round of applause for all of them. So I only have a 45-minute speech here. Graduates, congratulations once again and welcome to our family of alumni. As of now, you join the network of Royal Roads graduates, faculty, and colleagues that spans the entire globe. In my remarks a short while ago, I talked about challenges. I know you have the courage to take on any challenge set before you, whether that's a personal goal or a local or even a global transformation. Know that you go prepared. And while we are glad that you loaned your resilience and courage to us for the time you were in your program, I'm heartened today to know that you will take that with you wherever you go. And take us with you wherever you go as well. Keep this place in your hearts and your minds, and when you feel called to return, we so look forward to seeing you all again. To all of you here today, on behalf of Royal Roads University, thank you so much for coming to celebrate this moment. Thank you for all you've done to support these amazing graduates and help bring them to this moment. I know you join me and the entire Royal Roads University community in wishing them every success. And thank you all for coming, and have a good afternoon. Thank you.
I'm inviting my friend, Brother Rick, up. Thank you, everyone. This concludes this afternoon's convocation ceremony. Brother Rick is going to join us, and he's going to play on his drum a song for us as the academic party leaves the auditorium. If we could ask our audience to stay seated during as the whole party leaves, that would be terrific. Grads, a couple of notes for you. If you could please proceed to the Sherman Gen building. There'll be the traditional hat toss and a photo of that taken. And family and friends, you're welcome to head over there as well and join in a collective reception and visit and just have a great time for the rest of the day. Thank you very much. Photos of that hat toss and photos that were taken here during the ceremony today will be available on the website around the end of the month, and you can download those for free. Brother Rick.
I'm so proud of you, brothers and sisters. Really, each and every one of you. And all of our other brothers and sisters that have had ceremonies the past few. My heart glows so strongly. Seriously, really glows so strongly. Knowing that everything that you've worked so hard to get to today, the achievements, all of that hard work that you've done. I guess mine's not working that well. Everything that you've done. So very, very proud of each and every one, just like our family here. Along with you, my heart is glowing so strongly that knowing that our future, everything that you've learned that's been shared with you, you are going to have the opportunity to share with our next generations, our young brothers and sisters that we hear in the background here, our future. The more that we share with you, the more that you can share with them, the stronger our relationships with each other and our history is going to be. And I thank each and every one of you for all of that. And the family there too, again, I am just as happy and joyful as each and every one of you. My brothers and sisters, what can I say? I really thank you for all of your hard work that you have all done. Keep it up, that good swallowing feeling, the sharings of the snowayas, the teachings that you bring down and share with each and every one of us. We cannot thank you enough for everything that you do. And I know my sister's behind me give me one of these. All righty. This is for each and every one of you. And there again, Heichka, Heichka, Heichka. I'm going to change it up this time. Is that all right, brother? All right. I want to be loved by you. He paid me 50 cents to sing that one. Whoa.